Basically, at the moment, there isn't a standard benefit for cancer patients. So when you're given that traumatic diagnosis of being told that you have cancer, there is nothing in place for you straight away. The only thing you qualify for immediately is free prescriptions. That's it. There's nothing else. You have to go through lengthy forms, lengthy process to try and get some money from somewhere, because obviously when you're told you've got cancer, you're not going to be able to work, you've got to go through grueling treatment, you know you're not going to be able to work. The last thing you need is to worry about where you're getting money from to put a roof over your head, to feed your kids, to just get on with a normal daily life, and it just makes everything a lot more traumatic and just awful to have to worry about where you're going to get money from, basically.
Yeah. So you're calling for a change to the law. What would you like to see happen?
What I'd like to see happen is a standard benefit that cancer patients can apply for and be awarded, because at the moment, when you're diagnosed with cancer, you don't sort of fit into any kind of category. There's many categories open to different disabilities and different illnesses, but having cancer isn't one of them. So there are many illnesses that immediately qualify for a blue badge, for instance, or for a freedom pass, or to be able to claim back your parking expenses and travel expenses to and from hospital. Having cancer, strangely enough, doesn't fit into that category, whereas if you think about it, when you're diagnosed with cancer, you know for the next 6 months at least you will be in that hospital day in, day out for, you know, 3 times a week, 5 times a week. Where are you getting the money from to even get to hospital? Having cancer actually costs you money, it puts you out of pocket. And if you haven't got any money coming in, it's very difficult to know where you're going to find the money from. How are you going to get to a hospital to have your chemotherapy treatment or your radiotherapy, the endless appointments, you know, and when you know you're not going to be working for a lengthy amount of time, it's very stressful to have to worry about where you're getting that money from. The forms and the processes that you have to go through, when you're going through chemo, you can't even think straight. How are you possibly supposed to go through all those forms and assessments? It's just too difficult, it's too traumatic, and there just needs to be something basic that you can apply for and be awarded, that your GP or your oncologist can sign off, confirm that you do have cancer, and just something to make it a lot easier for people that are going through a life-threatening illness at the end of the day.
So I'm right in thinking there is the financial support there, but it's such a complicated system to actually get to it. What you're really asking for is a very basic, almost kind of getting rid of the red tape, really, and making
Not really, because
Right.
not everyone qualifies.
Okay.
So you can go through this lengthy process and you're not guaranteed to qualify at the end of it. There are many supporters out there that have signed the petition, people that have had cancer, that have said that they feel let down by the system that's in place at the moment, people that have paid their taxes their whole lives and then been told you don't qualify for anything. So it's not just a case of there's something there, but it's a lengthy process to go through. For some people, there is nothing available.
Right.
I've had stories of single mums who have been told, no, you don't qualify for whatever reasons. Nurses that have worked on the NHS for 20 years, who've taken a couple of years out to go travelling abroad, come back, obviously been diagnosed with cancer and been told, sorry, you're not eligible because you haven't been here for a couple of years previously. Right. So there's so many different situations which just aren't fair. These people, you know, they deserve to be treated fairly, and with dignity, and when you're fighting something like cancer, which is a life-threatening illness, you really shouldn't have to worry about money. Everybody should be awarded something standard. It should be a basic human right, you know?
So very quickly, 11,000 plus on your petition already.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
The plan is I've got my local MP, Gareth Thomas. He's on board with me back in the campaign, and in October he's going to be presenting the petition to Parliament. But in the meantime, I need to get as many people as possible to sign the petition, get as much support as we can, and just get everyone talking about it and get it out there so that everyone knows what we're doing, and hopefully he'll be presenting that in October. At the end of the day, by the year 2020, 1 in 2 people will be diagnosed with cancer. It's a fact. You know, it's already happened to me, it can happen to you, it can happen to anyone. Cancer knows no age, there's no limit, and we really need something in place just to make sure that we're covered if that eventuality does happen.
Okay, Andrea Pellegrini, thank you for joining us
Thank you
this
for having
morning.
me.
No problems.